Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Walnut Lodge's Yoga Flow at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. This is the Volant location. So I see Ron and Corey and Amelia out there. Good morning. Yeah. Last week, I apologize, I wasn't here. It's because we didn't have power for 2 days. So that was pretty interesting. But here we are, Easter Saturday. I have kind of a kickback flow for today. You're going to need a strap for sure, a block, possibly a bolster. And if you don't have a bolster, then a pillow would work. It's not that big of a deal today because we're mainly using the block, but sometimes that bolster is better for people than the block. All right. And if Laura Miklos, if you're out there, when we get to the hand stretch, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm doing this hand stretch for Chloe, and I know that Chloe isn't out there because it's too early for Chloe. Okay. So here we go. Let's come to a nice extended child pose.
Lisa and Joanne.
Lisa and Joanne. Oh, hey, Lisa and Joanne. Relax into the hips. Just keep feeling the armpit and the rib cage kind of release down, and then creep the arms out if you can. You can find a little bit more space. So we're going to be here just another minute, just kind of sagging down, releasing. Feel the pelvis drop into the hip, into the thighs.
Laura is there.
Oh, Laura is there? Okay, cool. Laura is there. And then we're going to come up to hands and knees, fingers nice and wide. Oops, come up a little here. All right, long spine. Feel the shoulder blades go down into your back. Inhale. Tuck your chin. Push the waist to the ceiling. Find that space in the arms. Point your feet if you can. Feel your inner thighs pull towards one another if you can. All the air goes out. And then slow, passive breath here. Ujjayi is best. That takes you back to that nice long spine. And then exhale, arch. Flex the ankles. Push the chest forward, bend the elbows a bit, feel the connection between the shoulder blades and the little finger if you can. Reach your throat, all the air goes out, and then see if you can push your sit bones to the side. So a lot of things to work on. And then inhale to the flat back, and exhale, push. All the air goes out. Inhale. Exhale, arch. Inhale. You really want to try to push all of the air out. Exhale. Push using that stomach at the very end. Inhale. Exhale. Arch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Don't forget about the sit bones. Inhale and rotate the fingers open, wrists together if you can, and exhale. Inhale. Rotate the elbows open. Exhale. Push. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rotate the fingers back. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now just breathe normally, move the knees up, sit back just a little bit. press the thumb, the base of the index finger, base of the middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Keep those knuckles pressing. Try to peel the heels of the hands up a little bit more. Bend the elbows. Breathe. And peel that. Rotate. Yep. One way and then the other. Excuse me. Allergies are hitting hard this year. Good thing for the neti pot. All right, monkey hands. Wrist down. Make a fist. Stretch it to straight. A little bit of weight and just stay there. And release. Roll that. One way and the other. All right. When you feel pretty good, make sure that you do a lot of wrist rolls. You know, you really want to feel almost like at the end, you know, you've done enough rolling to feel like those muscles have worked a bit. All right. Now, throw your legs forward, and we're going to add, I've added 2 wrist stretches here for when I take this series a little slower, and we're beginning it. And then, Laura, this is what I want you to make sure to show Chloe, because I think these 2 are really going to help her wrist issue. All right, so we're going to interlace our fingers like this, and then we're going to turn them so that the thumbs are away from us, but we're going to do this behind us. So interlace behind your back. Excuse me. And then take your thumbs and go away from you and put your hands down. All right, so your fingers are together. Then wiggle your butt forward until you feel the front of the shoulders stretch. Now you're going to try to press the whole hand into the ground. What's hard is the index finger. All right? Just try to keep them interlaced as best as you can. Push your chest forward, right? Try to press into the hands. And we're just going to stay here. Every time you feel like you have a little bit more motion, because you're going to feel this in the lower arm a lot, especially when you're done, you just keep wiggling forward. It's easier to wiggle forward than to move the hands, I think. So just keep lifting the chest. As you lift the chest, you can feel the front of the shoulders stretch. So lift the chest, breathe into the chest. Keep pressing through your arms. Now, for people that have the index fingers down on the ground really solid, you're not going to do anything. For people that don't, and I'm one of them, you can see my hands a little bit. I'm going to move my hands open until I can get my index finger down. That's important. And then push the base of the index finger down into the ground, lift the chest, and we stay here for the rest of this minute. So this is a 2-minute stretch. Just keep lifting the chest, pressing through the index fingers. About 15 more seconds, so lift up. Try to push the base of the index fingers into the mat. And release. Just come forward. Take the wrists forward. And roll them. So, you know, what you feel, what I feel, is this line from the outside edge of the wrist across to the inside. So that's the ulnar head. And then rotate the wrist. Just rotate. You can feel your radius moving over. Go both ways. So I really feel, you know, a stretch through here. And I've been doing the other stretches for a really long time, and I added this one. And for a lot of people, it was the kind of final piece to keep that wrist really how you want it. All right, now we're going to do the opposite. So instead of taking the thumbs and pushing them away from us, we're going to take the thumbs, push them toward us, open the hand. So you'll be doing this behind you, all right? I can't do this very well anymore. So I'm going to have my hands open. So I'm going to take my wrists, or sorry, hands interlaced, take my thumbs open, right? I put them on the ground, lift my chest, can't get them down. So I'm going to start creeping them open a little bit until I can get the hands down. Now I feel this in my elbows. Keep your elbows a little bent, push into your hands. This is a stretch of the rotation of the lower arms, right? Lift the chest up, breathe. Keep the chest. Keep pushing weight into your hands. Keep lifting the chest. Another 15 seconds only. Push. Last 5 seconds. Push. And release. Okay. And then rotate. So I get both sides of, I got the thumb to the elbow, the wrist to the elbow on that one. I can feel the damaged scar tissue, you know, opening on my elbow that I dislocated. You know, I sometimes like stop doing this one for stupid reasons, mainly because I forget. But when I'm done with both of those, my wrists feel very fluid, and I can feel that I have really worked the rotation of the lower arm. The first cats, you know, that really gets the shoulder position with the hand, but this really then gets that lower arm. All right, so coming back onto your shins, We're going to just do the first part of the big cats, but before we do that, we're going to do 2 1-minute rounds of Kapalabhati, just to kind of pull the energy back up after those hand stretches. If you want to sit on a bolster and cross your ankles. I'm sitting on my shins. You want to make sure that wherever you're sitting, you're comfortable. All right, I'm going to get a drink first. I know I'm a little stuffed up. That's why I'm going to do this. So we're going to interlace our hands, and you're going to push the palms out, and then you're going to take them up. All right? So they're beside your ears. You're pushing the palms up, shoulder blades down. Take a big inhale. Everybody should know this. If you don't know Kapalabhati, then maybe don't do it. All right? Inhale. And begin. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Pull your belly up. And exhale, release the arms. Breathe. If you're in a hero or sitting on your shins, come forward and just release the knee back, right, push it, and then left if you don't need to do that. I should have said that first, don't. Coming back to sitting. One more round of that. If at the end of that you can't hold your breath, I'm not holding very long. I think I held 20 seconds. Why you're going to do that, you just want to feel the suspension of movement for a couple seconds, and then make sure that your belly is pulling in and up. So you're trying to feel all the energy from the lower part of your pelvis just pulling up. All right? One more round. The other thing is, if you don't want to be sitting here, you can come up onto your knees. Push the hands forward, come up, all right? Lift the chest, shoulder blades down. If you want to go slower than I'm going, change the pace. Inhale, and go. Exhale. Hold the breath in. Inhale. Hold the breath in. Belly up. And release. Breathe. Nice and warm now, right? Come forward. Tuck the toes. This time, easy down dog. Press through your heels. Open your feet kind of wide. And then drop your belly out. Relax your neck. And then just kind of rock here. This is really not a down dog. We're just trying to get to a place where you can kind of relax, pull the legs straight, and let the belly drop. And then as the belly drops, just relax the backs of the legs. Let yourself drop into that stretch. And then come on down. And sit for just a sec. All right, so we're going to go into the big cats. Now, if you've been in my classes, you know big cats. And we want to do the big cats as a pranayama. So that means one breath, one motion. You're going to try to get all the pushes and the pulls and the lifts in the series as much as you can. And then if you don't know all of that, it's just too hard on a video to explain all of it because it takes such a long time to get. And if you don't get, I really need to be looking at people so I can help them. So you can do big cats without all the holds and all the breaths, and still it's a really nice opening and flush, and it's a joint exercise basically with a big pranayama attached to it. So if you do the pranayama, then you're going to get the benefits of that. Now you can feel after those 2 rounds of Kapalabhati, you got hot. That's one reason why I did that after all that hand stretching. I wanted to pump up the energy a little bit more before we went into these cats. All right. So we're going to reach the hands forward. Sit back, extended child. Exhale all the air. And we go. Inhale out. Hold the inhale. Shoulders over the hands, tailbone driving into the sit bones, pointed feet. Exhale. Flex. Push the chest forward. Keep your pelvis. Inhale. Lift the waist, tuck the toes. Exhale. Squash back into your feet. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck your chin. Exhale, press back to the down dog. Lift the toes, roll the thighs in. Inhale, lifts you up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, curl. Push away from your fingers. Lift that waist, pull the nose towards your belly button, feel that shoulder stretch. Inhale, change the curve of the back, look forward, arch. Exhale, heels push, armpits push, quads lift. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, squash back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arch. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck the toes. Exhale, squash back. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck the chin. Exhale, back to the down dog. Inhale, up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, curl, curl, curl. Inhale, lengthen and lift the chest. Exhale, press through the heels. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, squash back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arch. Keep your guts. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck the toes. Exhale, squash back into the feet. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck your chin. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, curl, 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 curl. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, press the heels, lift the toes, pull the quads, feel your fingers, reach the chest forward. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, one breath, one movement. So this is slow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arch. Hold that breath out. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck the toes. Exhale, squash it back. Inhale, lift up, tuck the chin. Exhale, press back. Inhale, up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, curl, 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 curl. Inhale, lengthen and lift the chest. Exhale, press through the heels. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, squash back, just one more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull your guts. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck the toes. Exhale, press back. Inhale, lift the waist, tuck the chin. Exhale, press back, down dog. Inhale, up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, change the pelvis, lift the chest. Exhale, press through the heels. Inhale, come on down to sit. And then just feel that. Excuse me. Throw the feet forward. Grab your strap, and then make sure your block is kind of handy. All right. So you're going to make a shoulder width loop on this strap. Yeah. Actually, let's come back up onto our knees before we do this. I'm sorry. My shoulders are just saying that they want to feel this first. All right. So you have your shoulder width loop. Press out on the strap, roll the shoulders back, and release. Do that a couple times. Press out, roll. One more time. Press out, roll. Keep it. Take the arms up. Pull back. I'm going to go up onto my knees so I can really feel my sit bones driving down. My elbows are going to be as straight as I can get. I'm going to drop my chin, right? Just try to relax that neck forward. Keep your tailbones dropping. So we're going to push out our hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, shoulder blades down, head down. Inhale. You can push out the chest without lifting your head. Push out on the shoulders. Exhale. Release the shoulders down the back. Our shoulders are a little warm, right, from the cats and stuff. Inhale, push out. Exhale, release down the back. Just do one more. Inhale, push out. Back as far as they'll go. Now, make your head just follow the spine. So you're going to look slightly up. Keep relaxing the shoulders down and feel the ribs just breathe forward. Just big opening. No, tailbones are down. Big opening, arms are back, right? And then release. Come all the way down to sitting. And now we're going to throw the legs forward. So take the strap, put it behind your back, and then put your wrists in the strap. Fingertips are going to be towards you. Get the strap out of the way. All right, fingertips towards you. Put them back. Now, wiggle those hands out so that strap is super tight on your wrists. Now, push out into the strap and lift your chest up. So the action of pushing out on the wrist just allows a different position in the chest, right? So what we're going to do is just kind of enjoy that. Lift up. I can get way higher here with this strap than I can normally. And then you got to keep pushing though. You got to keep pushing out with the lower arm and then up with the chest. So we're going to hold this. Ron, I'm sure that your shoulder is going to enjoy this. Push evenly through both. Try to push through both shoulders, and we're just going to hold this for a minute. Just keep breathing. Push up again. Push up again. One more time, push up. And release. So as we release, we're just going to take the arms forward, hang forward. Not a forward bend really, just a release, just hang forward. Drop your head. And roll up. All right, so I hope you like that, because we're going to do it again. So put that strap. I just think it makes it easier because you can really feel the shoulder blades rolling under, and you have that resistance of the wrist. We're going to bend our knees. Take your feet about the same width as your mat. Now, you're going to try to keep the chest. It's not as big of a stretch because of what we're doing with our legs. It can be a big stretch, but actually my chest is pretty open at this point. So what we're going to do is drop that right knee in towards the floor. Keep the left leg up as best as you can. Just feeling that internal rotation, which I have hardly any, and up, and then drop that left knee down and up. Now we're going to go back and forth, right? Inhale is up. Exhale, you're going to drop the right knee. Inhale, pull center. Exhale, drop the left knee. Inhale, pull center. Keep going, right knee. Keep going on your own timing so I can talk. As you drop your left knee, really press that left shoulder back and then feel the hip come back. As you drop your right knee, press that right shoulder back, because we're going to take that line from the knee all the way up to the shoulder. And left leg, and up, and right leg. Now let that hip lift on these last couple, because you only have so much internal rotation, and then the rest of that motion is in the hip and the waist, right? Right, and up, and left. Keep that shoulder, and up. Now going back to the right, you're going to take it all the way down. Let that left knee open. I'm going to try to push my knee onto my foot. I actually pull my knee onto my foot. So I'm going to press the knee. I'm using my inner thigh. I'm rolling that right shoulder back, and of course you feel an even bigger stretch across that shoulder. Keep pressing the knee. Feeling the lift through the arm. Try not to sag there. It's easy to sag. And here too, you can keep pushing out on the wrist. You can lift the chest, and you can figure out how to let that shoulder go. Just another 10 seconds here. And then roll that up and drop the left. Pull the knee into your foot if you can. Roll that left shoulder back. It's an interesting line. Push, breathe. Actually, not push, pull with your inner thigh. Push with your left shoulder. Keep lifting, just a couple more, 15 more seconds. Lift that rib on the left, lift the armpit. And roll that back. Release the strap. And then roll down on your spine. Ugh. Let your arms go. Let the shoulders go. And just lay there and feel that circulation all the way through the line. You can feel it actually from the middle of your chest to your hands. And that really opens up the line of my arm. I can feel the chakras of my hands tingling. All right, wiggle your feet in. Tuck your tailbone under. And then push up to a bridge. Now, if you can grab your ankles without popping your heels up, do it. I can't. If you want to hold on to something, you can always take your strap, loop it over your ankles. If I can make that happen, there we go. And hold to get more of a shoulder roll under. It's not really that necessary for this exercise. Your knees and your heels are pretty much parallel. And all we're really going to do is just little hip circles to like loosen that up. So we're going to go hip to the right and then circle it down to the ground, just barely touch. And then go back to the right as far as you can, up, and then circle to the left and then come down. So we go left and up and right and down. So they're half circles really. You never finish. Right to up and left and down and left and up and right and down and right and up. Feel the sockets and the stretch. We go inhale to go up, exhale to circle down. Inhale, side and up, exhale, circle down. Inhale, side and up, exhale, circle down. Inhale, side and up, exhale, circle down. Inhale, we go up, exhale, feel the internal rotation, and right and up, exhale to go down. Inhale, side to go up, exhale, side to go down. Inhale, side to go up, exhale, side to go down. Inhale to go up, exhale to go down. Inhale, we go up, exhale and down. Inhale, side and up, exhale, side and down. Inhale, side and up, exhale, side and down. Just a couple more. Inhale, side and up, exhale, side and down. Inhale, side and up, exhale, side. Two more. Inhale, side and up, exhale, side and down. Last one. Inhale, side and up, exhale, side and down. Push straight up. Feel the sockets and then roll piece by piece. Pull the knees in and let yourself rock. Now, grab a hold of your right knee, pull it in. Grab the outside and the inside if you can with your hands. So that's outside of the foot with the left arm, inside with the right. Stretch that left leg straight up. Now just stay here, head back. Relax that right socket. Some of you don't need to do this because it's already relaxed. You can feel no resistance from the outside at all. But for those of you that feel that resistance, you can actually use your right arm to push that right knee more towards the center. All right, now flex your ankle and pull your face up to your knee while you reach that heel down to parallel. And we're just going to hold this and breathe. If your neck gets tired, you're not hurting your neck here, but we don't do this much with our head, right? You're going to let your head go back to the ground. But if you can, inhale up, exhale, pull. Feel that low back on the ground. Couple more. Slowly stretch that right leg up, head down. Bend that, sorry, that's the left leg. Bend the left leg, put the sole of the foot flat on the ground. Let go with your right hand and stretch that right leg straight up. Push through the heel, your hands on the outside. Now we're going to take this into just an easy twist to the left. Keep pushing through your heel. Breathing that right side. And then release with your hand. Bend the knee. Roll yourself back to center. Put the foot down. Release that side. Alright, then pull the knees up again. Just a little rock, just feels good. I didn't have to do this when I was younger, But, you know, if you need to do it, you just do it. It just kind of loosens things back up. All right, both hands on the left leg. Grab a hold. Stretch that right leg up, and then just stay there. Relax the socket. Just feel the knee coming into a better place. Use your inner thigh. If you pull with that inner thigh back to center, sometimes you can get a little bit more release of that, the outside of that thigh. For those of you that need it. Some people just have no idea what I'm talking about because your hip just is so nice and open and the leg just sits there. All right, so stretch out through that heel, inhale, exhale, pull your face up, reach the leg, and breathe. You're using your upper abs and you're also using the lower abs to pull the pubic bone up to keep that low back on the ground. Just keep reaching the heel forward. Couple more, pulling. Slowly take that leg up, head down, bend the knee, foot on the ground, let go with your left hand, right hand is holding onto the foot. Stretch that leg to straight if you can. You can use a strap or you can just let it be bent. Or just keep working it. Now slowly take this over to the right. Breathe. Then let that left leg bend, roll back to the center. Foot down. Just let that whole left side go. Couple breaths. All right, pull both knees up again. A little bit of a rock. Stretch both legs up just straight, arms to the side. Or actually, let's take the arms down by our hip sockets, or our hips rather. Flex the ankles. Now, pull, pull. Just going to do these little pulls. Trying to use our stomach to pull the pelvis off the ground. Almost like we're going to go back into a plow. But as your pelvis comes off the ground, push your feet to the ceiling. So you could feel that lower stomach pushing up. Just really trying to activate those lower abs. I'm taking my hands off the ground so I don't cheat. So I'm just trying to use my guts. A couple more. You can start to feel the work. Couple more. Last one. Keep the legs there. Grab a hold. Just pull them in a little bit. Relax the stomach. Now, keep the legs nice and straight. Feel that low back on the ground. And you can really feel that clearly now because in order to get your butt off the ground, you really had to pull that pubic bone. We'll pull the pubic bone, keep the low back pressing, and then just stretch your legs forward, right?
Millie said the legs were shaking.
What?
Millie said her legs were shaking.
And I say, good, Millie, let those legs shake. Breathe. So I'm at about a 45. Maybe I'll go lower. Keep pulling. Head's just going to be back. You're just using your lower stomach. A little bit more. Keep that low back. Pull it up slowly. Bend the knees. Squash them in. Now grab your feet like a tailor sit. Pull them in. Let the knees open. And then stretch them to a straddle. You can keep your hands on your feet or move them to your knees. Now we're going to pull, let go with your hands. We're going to pull our legs to center, cross the right leg over the left, change, and then go back out. So we're going to go pull, change, reach, and pull, change, reach, and pull, change, reach, and pull, change, reach. Keep pulling your stomach. Pull, change, reach, and 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 pull, change, reach. Two more. Pull, change, reach, pull, change. Last one. Pull, change, reach. Pull the legs back in, re-grab your feet. Pull the knees towards the floor and away from you. Pull your feet towards your face. Just stay there. You can feel your inner thighs quite a bit better here. Not going to be here too long. Let go. Pull the knees back to parallel. Now we're going to go back to this pull. Let your knees bend though. Pull, pull. Now we're going to put a little rock in it. Pull, rock up, and 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 pull, rock. Last one, and pull, rock up, stay. Push your pelvis towards your thighs. Let the knees be bent if you want. I'm going to keep mine bent today. Let go. So just feel your pelvis pushing into your legs. Yeah? And feel your legs pulling into your pelvis. Feel your hip flexors, because we're going to stretch that line in a minute. Just pull them in. Breathe. Fifteen seconds. And release forward. Just hang. And come on up. All right. So things are loosening up, right? Now, we're going to use our block for this one. This is kind of an odd thing. We're going to put one leg in hero. All right? Then we're going to put this block on the other side of our pelvis. So I'm going to lay up on it, all right? Now, why would we do this? Well, when we get our block up on the our pelvis up on the block, then what'll happen is we'll create more extension across this hip. We're still just working one leg, but this leg is going to be bent, and we're going to use the back of this leg to pull the body up as we counter with a stretch on the other side. All right? So I need a drink actually before I do this. Sorry. I think stomach work really gets you, right? All right, so you're going to pull this back. I'm going to take the block. I'm going to put it underneath my sit bone on this side. This foot's going to be here, right? So I'm just on my sit bone. And now I'm going to lay back, okay? Let's see what happens. I'm going to pick my knee up, though. And I'm going to lay back. I lost my block a little bit, so I'm going to pull it under. You can also do this from the ground. Sometimes, though, when people do that, they get bad cramps in their hamstrings. All right, so what are we doing here? My foot's on a big stretch. If this is too much for you, grab the bolster. It's almost too much for me. So I'm going to push into my right heel. I'm going to barely pick my right sit bone up, or my low back sit bone up off the block. It's just barely off. I'm going to take my left knee, pull it to the inside, and try to pull that knee down towards the ground. So just stay there. So your sit bone, your hamstring's working like a dog. Your low back is long. That left knee is pulling down. And we're just going to try to deal with this. Breathe. Halfway done. Push up again. Now move the block and let that right side come down to the ground and just relax. All right, to come out of this, we're going to roll onto our right side and straighten that left leg. And now we're going to come back to the center and do the other side. So I'm going to sit up again. I'm going to bend my right knee into the hero, take this block, sit on it, bend my left leg up, and then I might use my bolster on this side. We'll see. I'll just keep it there. All right, and then down we go. Yeah, maybe not. So you can see the block a little bit better on this side, but you can't see the work of that right leg. So I'm rolling that right thigh down. I'm going to push into my left heel, and I'm going to barely pick my hip up off the bolster. Sorry, off the block. All right, and here we go. Work it up. So I could take the block out, but you just want to engage the leg. So the sit bone is working into the knee, the hamstring is working, your quad's working. That's going up, that right knee's coming down. Just breathe. All right, move the block. And put that left side down. And that knee should probably drop pretty easily to the ground. Just stay there, breathe. Sometimes it's really helpful to work the two sides differently. All right, so to come out of this, we're rolling onto our left side and then just straightening the knee, and then make sure that you flex, push out your heel, all right, so that you know your kneecap is kind of where it needs to be. All right, then we're gonna roll up. Take our feet back. And then come to sitting. All right, so we're gonna end with the passive back bends. All right, so this is pretty much sitting in a hero, and then we're gonna put this block in a couple different places on our back. All right, now, if your knees have had enough, then what you're gonna do is just stretch your legs forward, and you're not gonna be in a hero. If you're okay to keep working in a hero, you're just going to work in a hero. All right, so the block goes like this on your spine. So the long way and the tall way. So I'm going to put first my middle back here, and then we're going to go low back, and then we're going to go sacrum. Now, some of you do not like your head dropping back. Grab your bolster if you need, or grab a pillow. All right, so sitting in hero, take this back behind you, And back you go, right between the shoulder blades. And breathe. I like to put my hands on my feet, and then I can get a little more extension if I want through my chest. Now we're going to come up here in another couple seconds. You can always use your hands to help your head, or you can pull your jaw first into your throat and try to just tilt your chin. That's my favorite way to go. And then you just keep tilting the chin down, right? And we come up to sitting, and then hands come forward, tuck the toes, and press back to down dog. But kind of a shallow, easy down dog. You really just want to get your heels down, and you want to let your head go the other way. And you want to let your pelvis drop. And come down. Position number 2. All right, we're going to pull it up to where our lumbar vertebrae hits the top of the sacrum, and back you go. If you don't like this place, you can always go back to the first place. Curl your chin in, pull the jaw back. Roll yourself up. Down dog. Push back. All right, now we're not going to do the last one because I just checked the time. What I want you to do is come down to squat. parallel. So some of us might not have our heels down. Just a nice parallel squat. Hang over. Well, you can let the knees open. Then hands down, shift the legs to straight, pull your forward bend. And then bend the knees. Coming down to the mat. All right, so we don't have any time for a corpse, but you do, right? All right, so I'm going to end it right here. You think at the beginning that an hour and a half is way too long. I get to the end and it's like, another half hour would be good. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Happy Easter. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you next week. Namaste.